Oh, I actually really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. I mean, what can you say? I'm a proud Scotswoman, but I live in England and I really want to support the England Lionesses through the Euros because I know that it's only going to do better for women's football. They've done so much in terms of, bringing young girls into women's football and setting a precedent and helping the game grow, that I know that the Lionesses progressing through to the late stages, if not the final, or winning the Euros will only be great for the women's game. But let me be clear, I'm a proud Scotswoman and I wish Scotland and Republic of Ireland were at the Euros as well, but they're not. But for me, it depends how you view a friendly. I suppose when we look back at this game, I thought it was a very, very interesting game of football. I thought the Netherlands didn't surprise me when they got the first goal 21 minutes in from Lika Martens. I mean, that's what's going to happen. It was a nice header from her, and I wasn't shocked. I thought one of the best teams in the world. They're the current champions of this competition from 2017. Their manager at the time, Sarina Wiegman, is now with the Lionesses. So there were some really interesting nuggets coming into this game to look forward to from a neutral's perspective. And of course, all the players in the park today were seen competing with each other in club football as well. So I was very much so looking forward to that element. Some of it went missing, to be fair, and it didn't matter. But sitting watching that game with my husband tonight, he's going, at the end of it, it's 5-1 England. The Netherlands are not seeing this as something that they have to win just now. This is friendly football. This is, play everyone that you possibly can and let's just sound things out. Let's not forget the Netherlands have a World Cup qualifier just next week, and that's due to a kind of COVID backlog. So their full focus will be on that game at the moment. I feel the attention, going into this game was that this is going to be the biggest test for the Lionesses. They haven't quite met their match yet. Okay, yes, they've had the Arnold Clark Cup, which they won, and they faced some top sides in terms of Sweden. But going into the Euros, you're going to meet some very different beasts in the game. You've got Spain, you've got the Netherlands, you've got Belgium, you've got Germans. There's some unbelievable teams in there. And the Netherlands, for me, going into this game tonight, I was thinking, okay, if England can win this game tonight, if England can win this friendly, then they definitely have the minerals to go on and win the tournament. Now, like I say, I don't support England, but I live in England and this is where women's football is growing. I think we've got the best league in the WSL for women in football, and I love being around it. I love seeing these games, and I love the relationships that we've built with some of the English players along the way. And one of those being Beth Mead, who for me was the difference tonight. A brace when she comes on at 60 minutes, she looks confident, she looks a wee bit sassy, she's pacey, she's calm. She had it all in a nutshell tonight. My main concern for England going into this game tonight was do they have the experience on the major stage at the moment within that squad? Because bear in mind, you've got 9 new players to the England side coming into this tournament, and the answer is yes. Those young players, Ella Toone, a goal from her, another near goal, she hit the post. You've got Alessia Russo, both of them link up lovely in Manchester United. Lauren Hemp, there's no words to describe what a player she is. Beth Mead, as I mentioned before, who's been around in the WSL for quite some time, but who's in the form of her life at the moment. But let's just kind of go back to where it all started. It was Netherlands who were 1-0 up at 21 minutes in. It was Lika Martens, no surprise. What an incredible player she is. And it was a mistake from Kira Walsh, and I thought at that point when that happened, okay, this is we're going to see some problems from the Lionesses defensively. Maybe they're going to start lacking, and once that first mistake happens, we'll slowly see them kind of decline as the game goes on. Alex Greenwood, I thought, did an absolutely outstanding job tonight. Again, she's someone who brings a whole lot of confidence and is so convincing with her play as well. There was an accidental cross in from Lucy Bronze. She did not mean that. You have to check that goal out. Lucy Bronze's goal, crossed it into the box and just put it into the top corner of the net. Outstanding goal, and her reaction to her, her celebration was, oops, didn't mean for that to happen. But yeah, Lucy Bronze will again bring that experience to England. Okay, they don't have Ellen White at the moment. She's gone home with COVID. You wonder if Fran Kirby will be able to sustain fitness as the tournament progresses. We know that she struggled with fatigue. We believe that she's back to her best. But can that sustain as the tournament goes on? And of course, then they don't have Steph Houghton. Then I thought, well, they've got Jill Scott. You know, she's been at 10 majors in her career, which is an outstanding achievement on its own. Of all the rotation we saw tonight, of all the substitutes that came on, there was no Jill Scott. So I'm curious to see how much football we're going to see her play for England at the Euros, but we know that she's bringing that experience, that leadership, the mentor skills to guide the young players in this tournament should they need it. But from what I could see tonight, bearing in mind there's no pressure on them, it's a friendly. I didn't really see it like that at all, but England are very, very capable. What happened next? This was interesting. Danielle van de Donk came on at half time. She's just won the Champions League for Lyon. Alex Greenwood absolutely clattered her. I don't know why, but it went to VAR. And sure enough, it was a penalty to the Netherlands. Spritzer got up to take the penalty, put it right at the post. Mary Earps, Manchester United goalkeeper, who's an outstanding goalkeeper, is celebrating like she's just saved a penalty in the World Cup. I kind of like it. I like the passion. But she was fired up. She's actually trending because of her facials and her reactions to her saves tonight. She was obviously feeling herself, and I like to see it. I like to see people who believe that they're the best in the park and in the position that night. You know, she secured her spot, as the number one keeper for Sarina Wiegman going into this tournament. Fair play to her, and she did a really good job tonight. But basically, Spitzer put it wide. Mary Earps was absolutely buzzing, and 54 seconds later, Beth Mead takes it up, puts it in the back of the net. A lovely cross in. There's no chance that Beth Mead can miss it. Ella Toone, I have to say, what an absolutely outstanding player she is. Okay, the keeper should have done better when Ella Toone's goal went in. She really should have, and that, she's an outstanding keeper for the Netherlands. She's had the Golden Glove on several occasions from the last couple of majors, and I know that is a team achievement anyway, but she could have done better in those circumstances. And then Lauren Hemp, she deserved her goal. I always think when I watch Lauren Hemp, I think of the future of England. She's some player, the quality, the calm, the composure of her, she just makes everything look so easy. A volley on the left foot, put it into the top corner to make it 4-1. And just when you think it's all over, another one from Beth Mead as well to make it a brace for the night. I have to say, for me, Beth Mead was the difference tonight. She brings that class, she's enjoying her football, the fans love her. One thing I was a little bit missed was Leah Williamson. Okay, yes, she captained the side tonight. I want to see more from her in terms of leadership. I want to see her maybe enjoy it that little bit more as well. But again, it's how you view these games. It's a friendly game of football. When these two face each other during the tournament, I think we're going to see a very, very, very different side of the Netherlands. The GOAT came on, Vivianne Miedemma. She didn't do much at all. She was a very, very quiet game of football tonight. But you've got Champions League winner Danielle van de Donk. You've got Jill Roden there from Wolfsburg. You've got Jackie Groningen from Manchester United. You've got Lika Martens. You've got Bernstein as well, who looked a right handful, especially in the first half. But overall, congratulations to the Lionesses at Elland Road tonight. A very convincing win. They made it look easy, and they've made it look like they could very well win the Euros coming up on the 6th of July. Cannot wait for it now. The countdown is on.